Darkblade!
Hey everyone, it's SurrealBeliefs and welcome to a brand new campaign for Total War Warhammer 2. I'll be playing Mortal Empires as MALUS Darkblade, and I did hold a vote. It looks like all of you, or most of you, would like for me to focus on my expedition. You get a choice. You can go fight over there, back by the Witch King, back in the Coldlands, or you can come over here to the Dragon Isles in the Southlands and fight down here, which is where we'll be at. It's going to be quite the challenge. We'll be playing on very hard overall. And let's have a brief look at what we have for faction effects. Our suitable climate is only for the jungle and the mountains, meaning that we're gonna have to really find a bunch of cushy locations to take over. The cool part is I do make more money from iron mines, gold mines, and marble quarries, so that at least will benefit me. And until I conquer 10 provinces total, I'll have to juggle my possession level and buy elixirs from the Witch King in order to combat my possession level. That can lead to a series of benefits for combat, but on a strategic level, being possessed by a demon is not that great. We do begin allied with the Witch King. Down over here, our cold ones are much cheaper across the board, and we do begin with a Bloodrack Medusa, Cold One Knights, and a Scourge Runner Chariot. So do enjoy the cinematic. Tomorrow I will begin our campaign with a lore introduction for MALUS Darkblade, but I want to make sure that I'm showing you as much gameplay as I can, so let's get right to it.
Zarkan, a demon cruel beyond compare, imprisoned by fools who sought to harness his dark might. All soon perished. Till the demon could not slip his chains. Millennia passed, then mortal greed found him once more. The drinker of worlds was loose. Yet, in a twist of fate, Zarkan's liberator became only another cage. Raging at their undesired bond, demon and host enact vengeance upon this world. All shudder, save for the Skaven. Deep in their under-empire, noisome warlords plot to seize this hell-sent power. The Eshin Master Assassin must hunt it down, else lose his Night Lord's capricious favor, a fate every Skaven fears. So Snikch's poison blades will find their target, whomever it may be. The Witch King knows well where Zarkan lurks, for its host dances to his tune. Malekith promises the elixir to subjugate the demon shade, if the fabled scrolls of Hecate are first brought to him. Zarkan's possession has cost MALUS Darkblade dearly. He cannot refuse. To the rat-infested Southlands he must go. Rat Deathmaster and Druki Tyrant, bound for battle, but neither knowing it yet. All the world will quail when shadow meets flame. Hail, illustrious scion of Haggrief. Though you are far from home, I will serve you just as you serve the Witch King. You are in unfamiliar climes. Do not allow your dark ambitions to remain suppressed. There is great wealth to pillage here in the Dragon Isles. The strange beasts that thrive in its jungles have yet to encounter a tyrant such as you, my lord. Beyond these isles, an ancient desert kingdom of the Nehekarans lies across the sea. Your Black Ark stands ready to support any invasions you wish to instigate in these lands. To the north are more lands of the undead. Tread carefully here, my lord, for this is Nagashisar, location of the throne of the supreme sorcerer himself, Nagash. Go now, Darkblade. Bring your tyranny to these lands, and make all bow to your rule, or otherwise crumble before your demonic powers.
The Witch King's promise. As the current Lord of Hagrayev, Malus Darkblade is not only the preferred servant of Malekith, but also the general of his armies. It is not only the Druchii military hierarchy that compels Malus to ruthlessly exert Nagarov's influence across the world. However, for the Witch King also leverages the secret recipe of the elixir that Malus requires to suppress the demon that possesses him. There he goes right there. So we get a good reward here. Elixir recipe, which if I conquer 10 locations, it'll be free. I won't have to pay gold for it. Right now, I've got to pay 600 gold. If we look at my current possession level, he's got full control of me. I get a unique ability called Zarkin. I get a ward save of 30%, but unfortunately, my armies will not be able to replenish easily or quickly. I think we'll keep it for the first battle. My upkeep is very high at 2,305 gold. Malus Darkblade has a lot to prove, and he's been in many precarious situations. Here's only another one for him to elude for right now. He's got a master who has come to join him, a Dreadlord in training, Captain Dalrend of the Cold Land. We know what land that is. And over here we have our Edgebringers, our Razor Blades, Dark Shards, our Darkblade's own, which is our Cold One Spear Cav, and over here we have a Scourge Runner Chariot. These should be quite effective in combat. And finally, the Blood Rack Medusa. Oh, she's gonna be a hard one to beat. Now over here is where we have our Black Arc. We're gonna need that if we want to win this battle. I don't want to fight the battle outright. I just want him to wait here for a period of time. You can maintain your blockade if you want to, or you can just kind of be adjacent. Either way, you'll be in a good position to help me out in the battle, as we will need a lot of help. Now, we do have lands back at home, but I do not want them. I did a vote, and many of you wanted me to go overseas to continue my expedition, so that is what we're going to do. I have no idea what is going to happen to you, hard deck, but I don't need you. Goodbye now. That gives me more funds. And it's finally time for a very difficult battle at Dragon Fang Mount. Let's go check it out before we look at any technology or anything else, but I would like to go over what we have for Malus Darkblade, one of my favorite characters for Warhammer Fantasy. If you just want to have a good edgy time, read those books. Dan Abnett works on them, which is my favorite, who is my favorite writer for any Warhammer book or series. Anyway, Scion of the Dark Crag. Hagrayev's greatest tyrant is legendary in Nagaroth, an exceptional warrior and feared leader whose hatred can drive him to overcome any opposition. So it'll be cheaper for me to recruit Cold One Dread Knights, any generic knight, and Chariot Unit 2. Then over here, we've got a chance to intercept any army, which is fantastic. And it looks like my knights are very cheap, so we will be utilizing a lot of them in combat. That will help me a lot. My Zarkin ability, he'll become possessed. He'll lose health over time. I see. All right, we'll check that out. And we have other unique abilities to check out as well, like the Blood Price, where we take some damage, but we deal a lot more damage. We get a ward save of 22% and even more weapon damage on top of that. So there's like a lot here that we can use to really empower Malus in combat. But now, enough talking. It's time to go in and fight. Oh, it won't be easy. Look at what they have. Not only a lot of Saurus Spears, but also unique large units too, like the Pharaoh Bastillodon and Croxagores. Alright, let's summon up all of our edge. We've got to use it in one battle. Now it's time for Malus Darkblade to win his first battle. If he loses here, he loses everything, which means we've got to win. His captain is on the right-hand side. He'll be helping him out on the front lines. Over here, we have all of our infantry waiting for the battle to be unleashed. Our Blackheart Corsairs will be moving onto the right flank right over here to help patch up our weak defenses. And here's our Blood Rack Medusa, a savage beast that will be able to turn even the hardiest Lizardman warrior into stone. That's going to be great to see. And just to show you where my chariots are and my cold ones, they're way over here on the right flank. We'll be using them to draw off a few of our foes, but here they come right now. They're now coming to attack me, and we're just getting ready with all of our forces. The Blackheart Corsairs are now getting into position. Here's Malus Darkblade, who will summon the powers of a demon, Zarkin. And here's a Dreadlord from that Black Arc that's coming to help us out. The Pharaoh Cold Ones are now charging in. Malus Darkblade is also charging in, and so is our Captain Dalrend. And here comes the Croxagores as well. It's going to be a savage fight, but I think we've got a pretty good chance and maybe, just maybe, we can win and move on. The first battle is by far the toughest one when it comes to MALUS Darkblade. After that, who knows what we'll be able to do. So over here we have all of our infantry held together. They're being torn apart by many of these Kroxigors. Let's go have a look elsewhere. We can see where all of our other enemies are still attacking us. On the right flank, our Black Guard Corsairs are currently holding, fighting back a lot of skink cohorts. And there's a lot of unholy magic from the Black Ark that's being utilized to break apart enemy formations. MALUS Darkblade is currently fighting by that Bloodrack Medusa, and he has summoned the power of Zarkin. Now he's much stronger for it. Many of these lizardmen will die. There's on the left flank us using more artillery shots. And to check out where our riders are, let's go have a brief look at that real quick. So over here we can see that we have brought back our cold ones who are now charging in right into the back of many of these skinks who are fighting my Black Guard Corsairs. That's going to be a grievous injury to them, and my chariots have already run through the main enemy formation. They are so very good. Chariots used to not be good, but here they are now quite deadly and lethal. So here they are, just fighting in a bogged down position. That will change later. On the left flank is where the Kroxigors are dealing a lot of damage. We've got to use our Dark Shards to focus fire upon them. That way we can get rid of them. Again, here comes my chariots. Let's back up a little bit. We have a Dreadlord over there from the Black Ark that's still fighting. He might be injured, but hopefully he'll be okay. Now we have our special capability for the Druki, where they become more deadly after killing so many foes and having so many of their own killed. So here we go. We still have the Black Ark Corsairs fighting. You can see more artillery that's being unleashed upon their lines right now. MALUS Darkblade is not ready to lose. Not today. He's had bad things happen to him, but now that he's got Zarkin and his full power at his behest, you can see how he's hunched over like a malicious demon. We certainly want to get rid of their leader too. There's my Bloodrack Medusa setting out to kill more of these lizardmen. Over here on the left flank, there is just a complete scene of carnage as we see more of these lizardmen continue to fight us. Let's zoom out real quick and get a nice overview of the battlefield, as we often like to do. So over here on the right hand side, we have that Bastillodon. My Dark Shards will probably be focusing on that very soon. We've got over here my Cold Ones who are still trying to fight, and my Scourge Runner Chariot. It's still kind of in the middle of them all. Why don't we check out a few things real quick? We can give that a go and just have a look. So we're looking at a good 78 kills for my Chariot. You can see right now that MALUS was able to win his battle. He's at 64 kills, still taking damage. You can see that most of our foes are now broken. The battlefield is really one that belongs to us now. Our master, Captain Dowrin, has over 20 kills. Our units are now moving back, ready to help us out on another portion of the battlefield if need be. It's only on the right flank that I think we have any enemies left, and we will chase after them for a period of time just to rack up a few kills for fun, because that's a very druky thing to do. But it looks like the battle is won. You can see how we did win. We had our main line all over here. We held strong. We allowed our chariots and all of our artillery and even MALUS to use their powers to break apart our foes. So over here, our Dreadlord has how many kills? 24 kills total. Our Razor Blades, our Spirit Infantry, they have over 40 kills, at least one group does. And we're still going after, let's see, with MALUS Darkblade, a few of their enemies. Our Chariots have 97 kills, our Medusa has 49 kills, and the battle is now over. We have won, everyone. That was a very challenging victory, but we did do it. Now we have a lot more gold, and we have a base of operations over here on our expedition. MALUS Darkblade in his first battle was able to get 121 kills. Our master here, who's come with him, is at 73. I mean, overall, we were able to kill over 1,000 lizardmen in one battle. That worked out very well, and he could have gotten more kills provided that he was only fighting infantry, but I needed him to go after the enemy lord. So we do need more replenishment, meaning that we are going to loot and occupy, even if we need to be out here for a few more turns. There we go.
Kane blesses me.
The Guiding Eye. Wrought in black iron with an oval ruby at its center. The Guiding Eye grants mystical sight to its wearer. Okay, so we get a new ability. 20% more armor-piercing missile damage. Well, you do not have a ranged weapon. I could give it to my Admiral instead, but we do get a higher chance to ambush our foes. Here we go, Hostile Takeover. The wealthiest Dreadlord of Hagraif sends you a large sum to bribe you into giving up your position. The money would certainly be useful and boost your treasury considerably, as it is currently almost empty. Once the mission for Malekith is complete, taking back what is yours should not pose much of a problem. However, the mines of Hagrayev could keep the expedition running for some time yet. For now though, I'm going to focus on my expedition. New frontier, 50 more growth. Malus's followers are inspired by his boundless drive and ambition to create a sustainable base of operations for their raids into the Southlands. 5 turns total, I'll take it. And 20,000 gold. Alright, we'll take the Sea Dragon's teeth over here. The sheen of great slabs of polished stone form the facsimile of a dock where many treasure-seeking expeditions have landed in ages past. 20 gemstone sacks total. Then we have 250 income, plus 1 to public order, and plus 10 to growth. Not bad, I'll take all of it. There we go. Now at rank 2, what am I going to give you, MALUS DARKBLADE? The Warp Sword of Kane. Oh, really? Later we can get our trusty steed, Spite, Beast Tamer for later, Contempt and Hatred. That's how you know that we really hate things a lot. So in the very beginning, it's always advisable to pick up Route Marcher, of course. Now I could use a bit of replenishment, meaning that we need to drink our little elixir here. So we'll do it right now. There we go. Possession is now gone. Low possession. Could I drink more and be okay? Let's see here. That would give me more public order, but a penalty to my melee attack. I see. Rights of the War Master if I get full control. So if I need a lot of that control, I can work on that. Now for you, Captain Dalren, I shall give to you right now a larger charge bonus and leadership. Training is okay, but the actual amount of experience you get is rather minimal. So we'll come over here. We'll take that. I want more leadership and a bigger charge bonus. Now for technology, we'll pick up Choose or Die, which means we'll be picking up 3% more income from any slaves at all. Some choices require next to no thought whatsoever. There we go. So let's have a good look at where we are at right now. We're right over here in the Dragon Isles. We'll be fighting Tomb Kings and other such ne'er-do-wells later on. For now though, we've got to take all the Dragon Isles. To do that will take some time. It won't be easy. We are fighting Lizardmen early on, and they are not easy to take on. But look at that. I can get 3 more groups of Dread Spears. That will really help me out. Later, we can get the Crows of Kane, the Hellebroni, and many other units too. The Siren of Red Ruin, another Blood Rack Medusa. Yeah, these are all great units. Now, let's have a look at diplomacy. I doubt there's too much that I can do right now. As I thought, there's not too much that I can do right now, which is completely fine. So we're going after the Itza tribe. Well, it is now time for me to end my turn. Allow full possession? Not right. No, we're not doing that right now. I need to be able to replenish, but it could be quite handy in some battles. We shall see. Now MALUS DARKBLADE is a bit closer to his target, the Shattered Stone Isle. He's built up a mighty army of many spears. In time we'll have more variety, and our Black Ark Admiral will be back in a few more turns. Our goal is to conquer the Shattered Stone Isle, put down any rebels we need to, then MALUS DARKBLADE can continue his assault and take Dread Rock. Right now though, they're currently building up their army, so it may not be easy to take it. We're going after a much easier target, and then later we'll go after the prime objective here. Then we can move on to other invasions as well. And to show you how quick that turns can end now, here we go. Usually, I just take them out so that you never have to deal with them, and I'll continue to do so, but you can see how quick it is. It's going to save you so much time and me so much time. Choose or Die. There's a bit of technology completed. Now, we can go straight into combat to take another location. We are losing some gold. I'll keep it relatively high, but that gives me a great opportunity to continue building up, though my possession is beginning to worsen. Loot and occupy, 185 slaves total. I could just get rid of our issue. Now I do want more slaves, but right now I want to be ready to conquer this entire area, so I'll get more whenever we go after the capital. I'll upgrade it right into a Dark Hold. Done. Now, if I drink my elixir, the cost continues to go up. That's why I've got to conquer quickly or I'm going to be in trouble. I might as well spend it now. There we go. Low possession. I could spend it again. We might as well do that now. Right of the War Master. Malus does not need Zarkin to work dark magic and can use this right to summon the beasts that dwell within Druchii territory to follow him into battle. So here we go over here. I'll probably use that for our major battle. An army of Hydra, Black Dragon, Cold One. Oh, that's a lot of gold. So we can do that later. Not right now, no. But now that we have a new location, we also have a new level. At our current level, I think for him, because he's so mighty whenever he's fully possessed, I might make him a great commander until we're able to get the Waking in one more level. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll be able to help out Zarkin. So we'll take a Inspiring Presence because, again, I want to provide more leadership for his units. And for Captain Dao Rend of the Cold Land, we'll give to him Conqueror, providing more melee attack and weapon strength as well. So now he'll be ready for another invasion. It won't take long. For research, what do we need? More money? Absolutely. More growth? That too. We'll pick up Founded on Tyranny. Start as you mean to go on, and your population will never know what they may be missing. So 10 growth total. Now we can get ready to attack Dread Rock and hopefully conquer it soon. Currently, we do have full control, providing +10 to public order. Right? I do lose a lot of melee attacks, so I will need to be mindful. My buildings are much cheaper. Over here are a few missions that I can do. If I do that, it'll give me quite good items too. You want me to go after the Fortress of Varag. I'll probably end up going there, but it will increase my possession. Then over here, they want me to fight the Deadwood Sentinels. I might do that at maybe one turn left to complete it. That way I can reduce enemy leadership by 10 by using this Spirit Follower. Yeah, that could be a decent idea, but I do not want my possession to go up any further. Not right now. That'll come in time whenever I have a fully patched up army. Those blasted lizardmen came on over to my capital, but we'll be back. Let them take it for right now because we're going to go take their capital, then come back for my own. And they won't really have much left. I've got plenty of gold. I can wait them out. They didn't take it over. They only damaged it. I'll have plenty of time to get back there. For now, though, let's take Dread Rock. Oh, and you must, Malus Darkblade. It's your time. Alright, if I auto-resolve it, I'll lose a lot. We could find it out conventionally. I have a feeling if I just go in and do that, we'll be okay. I've got to conquer more lands and quickly if I want to not pay so much for my elixir. The cost is only going up, so I should probably make more gold and keep on spending on that as much as I can. Here, we can repair things. I wonder, would they come back to me? Well, we want to avoid that, so what we can do instead, we can charge right into Dread Rock and take it right away. We might lose more, but we need this faction to be gone. That way we can build up our territory. Malus Darkblade took Dread Rock. Now he's ready to move on to another target. We're going to loot and occupy. We could use a few scaly slaves. I mean, they make fine shoes. Web of Shadows, a new artifact. And it does enable magical attacks too. That's quite good. I'll give it to our master. He's rank 4. A noble-born ruler. Sure, I'll give him that. I don't want any of my infantry units to break in combat. Neither does Malus. It is often the arrogant pursuit of their own unique enthusiasms and ambitions that distinguishes the noble-born from the low-born. Very nice. I'm going to give to him that Web of Shadows right now. There we go. Malus Darkblade, you're already quite powerful. I think you're going to be okay. So I could get the Slumber or the Waking for right now. I think I'm going to pick up the Waking. Eventually, he'll have the curse once again, and I want him to be able to use it well. Okay, so we're bound to have another rebellion. What do I need right now that would truly benefit our faction? More public order, we do need that. The income is pretty good, but I'm going to get rid of that building for right now. Actually, you know what? We'll keep it for one turn just to keep our gold up. Then we shall see, as we still do have a major enemy right by Dragon Fang Mount. Hopefully, I will be able to rebuild it quickly. We have 10,000 gold left, and our possession is beginning to increase. Now it's time to get ready for a new battle. There goes another rebellion, and now Malus Darkblade has gained the trait Strict. I would argue he already had that, but he's pretty fair when he needs to be. But usually he's not. So we'll do a quick auto-resolve to gain more experience and to gain more replenishment again. Look at that, 5% more replenishment. Now, not nearly as many units will need to recuperate. Here we go, a very powerful item providing more physical resistance and fear and terror. Made from gold of the Black Spine Mountains, the Death Mask depicts Kane in his aspect of the Deathbringer. And we've also gained a bodyguard, making it much more difficult for our foes to assassinate our leader in combat. There are always those in need of protection from the machinations of their enemies, or indeed their friends. Here's a new right unlocked, Gift to the Witch King. The Witch King's favor can be earned by presenting generous gifts, of course. Those favored are always rewarded appropriately. Not bad at all. Let's have a look at that real quick. Okay, if I do that, I'll gain a lot more replenishment. It'll only cost me slaves. There is a major cooldown for 40 turns. I mean, now might not be a bad time for that. It would give me Dark Conduit. That's Sacrifice to Kane. Then I have Gift to the Witch King. A dilemma will offer the choice of each Dark Elf hero. Let's see, your choice will be summoned to your faction leader. The rank of the hero is dependent on the number of regions Malekith controls. Okay, we shall wait to do that in just a moment. I would like that extra replenishment, but I'm going to save it for whenever I've got to deal with my possession issue. Okay, at rank 5, I'm going to give to you Pain Tolerance. Not bad. The Time of Blood is at hand, plus 10 to melee attack, weapon strength up by 15%, a much larger ambush defense chance, and a passive ability providing replenishment and damage resistance. Not bad. Well, I've got to conquer more provinces. I only have one. Okay, Captain Dalrend. I'm going to give to you Conqueror. There we are. Now you're much more powerful. I want him to be suitable in combat. And your little army gets to go now. Goodbye. We'll take again more replenishment. The Itza tribe is gone. We've gained a new rank. Okay, what else do I want? Cold Heart. 5% more campaign movement. Attrition would go down by 30%, and there would be a vigor loss reduction for our knightly units too. I mean, these are all really good. I do like that lack of attrition and campaign movement. There's so much to pick up. We'll take it. Alright, for the Master, we'll give to him Sycophantic Schemer, plus 2 to Public Order, and we won't lose nearly as many slaves too. Those with darkest, most self-serving ambitions will always find a way to see them through to fruition. Very nice. Alright, so where do we need to go? We can just head back to our capital if we want to, or we can wait. It depends on where we want to fight now. I suppose our adjacent foe would be over here, the Red Cloud tribe. Though, you know, the dwarves would be close too. That could provide a lot of wealth. Why don't we go check out what's over here? Before we do anything, we can find out what's happening as I build up our current territory. We now own every location here. That would be a hunting camp for more furs and income. Yeah, it's time to build up our lands. I would like to upgrade Dread Rock as we could use a public order building. People aren't very happy yet. They need to be though. Right now we're at minus 80. We're getting 11 per turn. Yeah, we've got to have that major region control. The Warp Sword of Kane. A legendary weapon retrieved by Malus from the Chaos Waste beyond the Vermilion Gate during his quest to obtain the 5 artifacts needed to free his soul from Zarkin, a process that ultimately failed to rid him of the demon before they became eternally entwined. Now the power of the Warp Sword wanes, the hilt grows cold. Where once it radiated warmth like the hottest dwarf furnace, the blade is dull, no longer cutting through steel as though it were butter. No longer guiding Malus' strikes with the deadly precision with which he was once gifted. It must be brought back to its former power. Perhaps it is simply a matter of feeding the blade and allowing it to recharge. A good slaughter would make Malus feel a little better at least. Slay any who dare to face Darkblade and let the sword consume the blood of his victims. We'll gain 1,000 gold for it as well. More technology completed, founded on tyranny. So now we do have more growth. What more could we use? More income, sure. But for now, why don't I pick up Battle as Business? We'll gain 15% more from raiding, but more importantly, more loot from post-battle loot. So now we're back over here. Let's make our people happy. We're not losing too much gold per turn, and it's time to find out what is happening around the world. I'll have to keep on conquering and quickly. I won't be able to stay here for too long. We'll need to leave very soon. Okay, so I've built a conscription halls over here in Shattered Stone Isle. I'll be able to pick up bleak swords and dark shards. I could use a few. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade you. 1,400 gold total. I do want my dark shards, so why don't we just combine what we have for right now? There we go. We have room for more units. I also do want some manner of magic. So we'll come right over here to gift to the Witch King. I've got 250 bodies ready to be sent to the Witch King. MALUS Darkblade knows how to please him. That way he won't keep our elixir away from us. So now, we'll take a sorceress. Very good. Now I'm going to give to her that mystifying miasma. From there, I would like to further debuff my foes. Sure, we can upgrade it completely so. She's going to do that a lot. Okay, on her following turn, she'll be able to join us. I need to recruit more units right now, like dark shards. They're not cheap, but we'll have a sufficient army where we can go after our foes with great impunity. Now, I'm not going to upgrade that yet because I've got to save my gold for now. And we've got to find out what's over here too. Now, what would be a very potent, effective foe for MALUS Darkblade? There's only one enemy that I can truly think of right now. Why not the Tomb Queen of Lamia? She's got to go. And it will take me time to get to her. Oh man. It looks like it's going to be a challenge to get over there. How many am I going to lose? Fortunately, not too many. Good, good. So we'll be there in one turn. We can sack it and burn it down, then we can move on. I think getting rid of her is a fairly decent call. The idea is that we're just going to conquer our way down if we need to. I could try to conquer it, but unfortunately trying to habitate that location will not be a good time for me. So we're going to ignore that. We're just going to burn it down, make our gold, and get rid of a major enemy. It's a tier 2 settlement, so that shouldn't take too much time. And I need any influx of gold that I'm able to get. I don't want to come down here and not become more powerful over time. And as I do that, we'll continue to kill more foes for our quest. Now there is another job for me. They do want me to go after the Fortress of Varag, which is still an option. I could still go up there. I might even go up there after I defeat a bit of Lamia. More technology completed. Well, all right. Now we can make even more money whenever we burn down their capital. Sure, they don't hate me that much, but I don't really care. All that matters to me right now is taking out a very valuable enemy. So I will need to wait here for potentially 2 turns. Hopefully we can make a lot of gold. It's going to be a challenging battle. They're not easy. They're not remotely easy, not even a little bit. So let's see. If I do that, we can ignore other enemies. We can go after her. I mean, the other idea is that I could conquer it and use it as a location to replenish. I won't be able to hold on to it, but then I could just keep on moving through their lands, get rid of more corruption, and continue to just hold on to these areas. I mean, it is a strategic location. There are orcs close by. I should have plenty of time and power to defeat them. Yeah, we could certainly do that. Now it's time to fight the Tomb Queen of Lamia. Her ilk is on their way right now. They have a Screaming Skull catapult. Unfortunately, that's going to bleed a few of my units dry. That's okay, though. We have chariots, and those chariots will take care of that. It's now time to move forward. We can't wait here. MALUS Darkblade treads upon the desert, and his soldiers are now moving in. We have a lot of infantry because we've got to be able to conquer quickly. Eventually we'll have time to build a more refined army, but for right now, we're using infantry, the fine spears and blades of Nagaroth. And there is MALUS Darkblade charging right in. We've got our chariots, again, as I said before, going right after those Screaming Skull catapults. Their job is to completely eradicate and disable them. So So while they do that, we can go check out the battle. They're now charging in. We're waiting at one location using our dark shards to hit them. Hopefully we can destroy them absolutely. There goes Malus Darkblade dueling their leader. We're also trying to target these blasted scorpions. Their animations are so disruptive. They can break right through our formation. And so we're using whatever mystical capabilities that we can to weaken them, like Web of Shadows to weaken their speed, to lower it, and to do some damage as well. But here we go. The battle is unfolding. We're all charging in, trying to beat back all of these Tomb Guard. It's not an easy battle. And why am I fighting this battle? Partially because I want to do what I want. And that sounds weird. But because I've got such fast turn times, I can focus on things that might not be the most optimal. If I wanted to be optimal, I would head straight to the jungle. But I want to experience the game as I see fit. So in my mind, Malus Darkblade might test the waters by literally going after an enemy such as the Tomb Queen of Lamia. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't, we move on. These Tomb Guard are still going after Malus Darkblade. You can see that the Screaming Skull Catapult is now gone. We have our chariots still moving right through them. And what else do we have over here? We have Cold Ones currently going after more archers. They have so many kills, and now they're going after even more of their archers from behind. It's a great way to win this battle. You can see what they're doing right now. We're moving back our own Dark Shards, and we're using whatever we can from the Black Arc to help out. Their Ushabti, though, are so deadly. They always are. They're very hard to beat, even with spears. We're gonna have a hard time to press them back. But thankfully, it looks like they are pulling back, maybe to go after our chariots and our Cold Ones as well. And of course, they're gonna summon in some more Ushabti. That's gonna be awful. These two Tomb Scorpions, they're quite... Man, they're just hard to break. Look at them. They won't go away. If we look at their health too, they're still quite beefy. There's our Dark Shard still trying to take them out. Over here, we have Malus Darkblade still fighting. And thankfully, we're able to get right through all of these archers back here with our Cold Ones and, of course, our chariots too. Over nearly 200 kills. Our chariots, over 100 kills. We have a lot of kills now that are bringing in their summoned Ushabti. Those will be here and degrade over time, but they're still quite powerful. The Tomb Guard are not moving quickly. They're hard for us to beat because, I mean, that is really their elite infantry. We're still trying our best, though. There's all of my Dark Shards still targeting. There's probably a lot of friendly fire that's happening, but we need that armor piercing to try to break through these blasted Tomb Scorpions. They're doing their best. And over here, we have more Dark Shards going after these Ushabti. Again, inflicting some friendly fire, but it's at a cost here because we need to get rid of all of those Ushabti. Let's go back now and look at the battle. You can see where we've hit them. They'll probably begin to collapse. Oh, there they go. So we've won the battle. The battle's over. Malus Darkblade has won. That was a really challenging battle. We lost over 500 Druki, but we won. Now, what are we going to do with all of you? I do wish there was a lot more money to be possessed here. If I take it over, it would be way too expensive to really build up at all. So I think what we're going to do then, we're going to sack it for a little bit of replenishment and gold.
Kane blesses me.
Okay, then after that, we can burn it down if we want to. Then we can leave. If I weaken that faction, I won't need to worry about them in the future. I would rather a living faction, like even the orcs here, to take it over. If they do that, corruption will go away. Very good, so now we have even more gold from our chapter objective, the blood price. Though his iron rule goes unquestioned in the howling halls of Hagraev, Malus Darkblade is not yet so feared by the pitiful denizens of other lands. Well, now they're learning. We've gained a high elf slave too, providing more income, and later more weapon strength whenever we fight the high elves. Alright, so we need to conquer 8 more locations in some capacity. Here we go, we can finally get Spite. Larger than most other of its kind, the ferocious Cold One named Spite is truly a creature fit for a heartless murderer like Malus Darkblade. Very good. Then for the captain, I'm gonna wait to give him maybe a chariot. I think I want him to fight on a chariot. So instead, I'll give you for now hard to hit. Then for the Dark Seer, she could use more magic, sure. We'll give her Hekarti's Blessing for 8 more reserve to our magic.
Stay away, Sarkhan.
Oh, it's still quite difficult to take on. Okay, I did not expect him to have another type of garrison here after we beat one. but they have the numbers to keep it up. So why don't we just get rid of it right away? Again, it's a great way for me to get my kills. I only need one more battle, most likely. Then we'll be able to complete our quest, and I'll probably just kind of bounce on over there to go pick that up. Okay, let's pick up the Sea Dragon's Teeth again for a wharf. 5,000 gold total, but I'll earn 200 more gold. So we'll take that. I've got to make as much money as possible, or I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Do we have plenty of public order? We could use more. That's true. I'll put it over in my capital instead. There we go, torture posts. Then for income, we could just take that for now. I could always change it up later, but we'll take that artisan's house for right now. Possession is getting pretty bad. I will need more gold for that as we get along. Okay. Now the other idea is I leave it to the greenskins here to go fight them. So if I leave them alone, I've already made my headway here. I've weakened them. So we could just instead move back home, do what we need to, and eventually get out of here. Are you in my way? No, I just can't. Oh wait, you were in my way. Hey, how about that? All right, so we'll drink our elixir right now. There we go. We do have more replenishment. I can go back home to replenish, or I can go fight somewhere else. I'll probably come up here. That location isn't nearly as tough to hold on to. I don't know where Darkhold is at. It's pretty adjacent to my other lands. So I think that's going to be our key for right now. Over here, again, I could use Sacrifice to Kane for even more replenishment. That's what I'm going to do. It will only cost me a few bodies. I really do hope these orcs of here take over Lamia. That would be really funny. The Forge Bound are gone, and because the turns end so quickly, I can actually focus on other expeditions if I want to, like the one I just went on. But now let's go after another major enemy. In one more turn, I'll be able to destroy them, I think. There we are. Here comes my Black Ark Corsairs. I could get rid of the two of them to save more money. I think I'm going to do that for right now because I do need to keep up my money. In one more turn, I will have enough gold to really keep what I have. All right, 1,500 gold to upgrade. I'll take it right now because, again, I need more gold. Now let's get ready to attack the Fortress of Varag. The orcs won't be easy, but thankfully the garrison is rather marginal. Good, good. Now that we're over here, we can finally take it over if we want to, or again, we can just burn it down, make some gold, but mostly I wanted to complete that mission. Okay, it's not a major location for me to take, which is fair and fine. I don't know when I'll be able to fight more orcs again, but look at that. Plus 30 to my Winds of Magic power reserve, plus 5 to my leadership for all of the units of my army, and if he's ever wounded, it'll take 3 less turns for him to get back. So that to me is amazing. I need to raise or sack it, so we'll probably raise it to the ground for fun. That's our idea of fun. Okay, rank 8. Oh, look at that. Weakness abhorred. Reaching any position of power is an indication of great strength in Druchii society, for they do not tolerate nor risk a weakling's presence. So we'll take that for more melee defense and hit points too. Oh, we are becoming more powerful. Now, I think I might give you... Would it be that? No. I want you to have the Guiding Eye. I'm going to let you buff up my Dark Shards. That will work out quite well. So I don't need to fight this battle out. I think we'll be okay. I did lose a lot, but we could replenish in time. And that is a lot of gold. I'm going to burn it down, though, because I would like to move on. And there we are. Look at that. Eldire. Despite being a Druchii of pure, noble blood, with all the vicious tendencies that entails in a powerful sorceress, Eldire still displays a strong maternal instinct towards her broken, possessed son. Oh, God. Anyway, one mission completed. Here we go. They want me to recruit a Scourge Runner Chariot. The Warp Sword begins to stir, but it is barely enough. Its thirst is far from quenched, it would seem. The blade hungers for more, but not only that. It hungers for something really specific. It's quite picky for a blade. Not just any blade will do, or blood. It must have power coursing through it. Malus considers perhaps the accursed beastmen could be the most accessible option, their blood carrying the taint of chaotic energy that is wasted on such primitive beings. However, locating them can be difficult when they do not wish to be found, so preparations should be made to ensure a favorable encounter. Bolster our forces and draw the beastmen out to face the challenge. We'll gain 2,000 more gold whenever I do that. Okay.
I am no.
Now Malus is getting closer to a new target. We need to conquer locations that we're able to hold on to. That's going to be down here where there's jungle. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring down our Black Ark right away. Done. And we have a mission over here called Murmurs of Murder. I need to kill 3,900 enemies. If I do that, we'll get the Warp Sword of Slaughter. If we do get that, hey, great. I'll be able to give that to one of our agents over here. Now at rank 9, I could give you the cold one, but I would rather you wait for that. Instead, we'll give you hard to hit. 65 melee defense is really nothing to scoff at. And at rank 8 for you, well, why don't we give you not smoke and mirrors, but rather the pendulum for more damage. Okay, let's get ready for a new war. It's time. Oh, I know they hate me, and I hate them too. We're pretty close to them. We can take that over and hopefully get a better line of sight out here, because I really have no idea where these towns are, because I don't usually come to this portion of the map. Now I am. Oh, we have more research to pick up. We have chartered piracy to reduce the upkeep of Black Ark Corsairs and to make more money from sacking. So what else do we want? More growth would be great. Here we go. More public order, 6 turns total. I'll take it. Malus Darkblade has another siege to fight. We're now going after the last defenders. Krotgar needs to go. Thankfully, we've caught them unaware. We just need to win a battle so that we can gain a proper foothold in a new land. We've got our 2 siege towers that we've built up. It only took 1 turn thanks to all of the infantry that we have. Majestic, beautiful constructs meant for a cruel purpose. There they go, debuffing us. So what are they doing exactly? Using a Holy Stella to reduce our missile damage and accuracy. Our Dark Series use the Guiding Eye to enhance their damage to 25 missile damage. And over here is where we have Spite. If you haven't seen Spite, let's go check him out right now. We'll be able to more clearly see him once they're inside, fighting within the walls, but he's going to begin to break down that gate right away. And you can see what they have right now. We're looking at many skink cohorts. Over here, we've got Saurus spears. We're looking at just a large variety of Saurus warriors, chameleon skinks, a lot of Cold One Spear riders. We're going to use our dark shards to target them and hopefully kill them. And over here, their skink cohorts are getting some kills. But here we go. It's now time for our Druki to land on their walls and destroy them, rightly so. There we go. So what can we do to these cold ones? Again, we're just going to make sure that we have guard mode for our units. We're going to use a mystifying miasma from our sorceress to further weaken them. And between that and all of the bolts coming down, they're going to fall quickly. That's a great way to get rid of them. I mean, they're already pretty much eradicated. Here comes another volley landing right in the midst of their units, and they have been broken up. So on the walls, what else do we have over here? Let's have a good look. Skink cohorts are still fighting. We have our razor blades still fighting. We haven't broken the gates yet. They have another group of Cold One Spear riders, so we need to take them out as well. That will happen. Black artillery has been hitting them on the wall. Let's have a look at our own formation all over here. The regalia of Nagaroth proudly being displayed. Maybe one day we'll go back for Hagrayef, but for now it's been sold off, and that's okay. Those towers are deadly, but they feel like they're not nearly as deadly. It's like I'm not being chewed up by them, so maybe I can actually operate in a siege in a more normal way. If you haven't seen our seer, she's right down here, you know, wearing all the protective elements you need. There's another Holy Stella to reduce our range units. More artillery from the Black Ark. You can see that we've already killed off another group of cold ones. That gate will be broken very soon. We have more artillery on the way right now. Our units are now moving down. We're going to take the gatehouse. There's another major attack, killing some of these blasted Saurus warriors. They're not going to be long here. We're kicking them out. You're evicted. It's all free real estate today. So let's have a look again. We've captured a tower. At least we're capturing one. We're holding this location. You can see our captain right over here. Using a dark conduit would be quite sound. It would be quite advantageous. It's kind of like right in the middle. He's been fighting on his own. He's at 21 kills. I mean, he's very powerful. I've made sure to make him very powerful. That was all intentional. How much longer do we have for the gate? We're at 95%. So it's about time for that gate. In fact, let's have a look. There's Spite. There's many more units right behind them. We get to go in now. And there goes Spite. Cold ones are deadly on a good day. Having a bigger cold one? Oh boy. Now he gets to fight with his full might. Zarkin. Over 500 weapon strength, 70 charge bonus. Back on the walls. Look at what's left. Not too much. There's not too much left here. The Edgebringers are here at 40 kills. We've killed off a lot of them. Most of them have been broken. So the battle is won. The battle belongs to Malus Darkblade. Eventually, we'll fight some great kingdom, but I'm a weak power right now. I'm still quite weak. And there we go, using another dark ability. These arcane abilities of Malus Darkblade are just, again, quite deadly. They're able to break apart your foes, and he gets damage through a lot of it, but that's really okay. That's really all right. Here's a Scar veteran who's now terrified. It looks like we've broken most of them, so you can see how we can dismantle our foes so easily by using, well, ranged abilities, other abilities such as Chariots, Medusa. They give me a pretty strong start, especially with me having a Black Arc. The apocalypse has come for the Lizardmen. We just need to conquer a few more locations, but it's over. It looks like they've got some who are still lingering. That's okay, though. Our Medusa has 29 kills. More Dread Spirits are moving in. We've got some Skinks still moving in. You can see how we've got our foothold together now. What's over here? Malus Darkblade still beating that Scar veteran on his own for the most part. We've got over here Darkblade's own. They're charging in. And the battle is now over. It is time to move on. We've won. After winning that battle, now we have our landmark. We have our location where we can just begin to really hit them hard. So I'm going to loot and occupy. That way we can make more gold from slaves. We've gained a Ring of Hotek. Oh, a map-wide miscast chance for all of my enemies. Up by 25%. That's really powerful. We'll take it. We'll take it right now. +3 to leadership whenever fighting more lizardmen. That'll be handy too. It's a minor gain, but we could use any of them. Lying in wait. Here we go. A higher chance to ambush. A higher chance to intercept our foes. And we get stalk. Alright. Yeah, I want all of these, but for now, I would like to pick up that upkeep reduction. Sleepless nights afford the Lord of Hagraev time to viciously and efficiently tackle tedious matters like taxes, always taxes. So we'll take that. Then over here for the captain, we'll give to him Martial Name of Power. Let's choose a name for him. Spite Heart could be handy, sure. Hand of Wrath. That's a really big charge bonus that'll go quite well with my chariot. Yeah, we'll give him that. Oh, he's going to be really strong now. Check it out. 85 for a charge bonus, and currently he's still on foot. Okay. I'm going to build over here watchtowers because we need it. We can repair too. I've got a lot of gold, thankfully. How many more do I need to kill? Oh, a lot more. I have 11 turns to go. How's my replenishment? Oh, we didn't really lose anything in that fight. I just need to get the Temple of Skulls and the Cursed Jungle. Okay, so it's all over here. There's nothing down here. I just have one target to go after. I don't know if they have a big army or not. We're going to find out very, very soon. And maybe I can upgrade more back at home. I can. Good, good. Okay, I want 8,000 gold. That might take some time. So instead, what I can do, I can continue to make more gold back at home. Let's upgrade over here my Shattered Stone Isle. I will need to build walls everywhere. I don't know where my enemies might come from. Even the Lamians might come after me, so we'll need to wait for now. But thankfully, I'm now making a decent amount of gold. At our new level, what are we going to get to the Dark Seer? She's rank 9, so we'll give her Evasion. That provides +5 to melee defense and more speed. She'll be able to move a little bit faster. And the Temple of Skulls, what do you have? There is no major army nearby. They're probably far off. That's really good for me. So we'll take over their capital in one more turn.
Polluting my soul with your
Oh,
words.
calm down, Malus. By far, the best part here is that they do not have a proper garrison, so we can just take it. Time to loot and occupy
Kane
again.
blesses me.
Now we have over 1,000 slaves total. A shirtless Druki, you can take that back. And a gift to the Witch King. Again, I could get another hero, but I'm gonna wait. Not yet. Okay, so we could actually get some horsemen while we're here. I probably don't need to do that. I'm gonna pay for my elixir as well. Sadistic, okay. That's one option. Ward of Hecate, Ward of Kane. Contempt and Hatred, I can't get that yet. The Slumber. Right. I'll take that. As these two over here will be quite nice to have. A ward save of 10%. Casualty replenishment for lords. We'll take all of that. So for now, we'll take the Slumber. And time to drink my potion. I've got the money for it. We could finally replenish a little bit. I could spend 1,400 more just to make sure that we're up there. That would give me a lot of public order. We're bound to have a rebellion anyway, so I'll just deal with it. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Now we can wait here and get ready for another attack from our foes, and if not, who knows what we'll do. Oh, here's the Golden Tower. Later we can go fight Teotihuacan. Yeah, so we can get plenty of land while we're down here. We could just begin to move up north. I don't know where they're at, but I want to complete my province. I'm sure we're about to have a nice rebellion, but so be it. I can deal with it, I'm sure. +4 to public order. Maybe I can race over there in time to conquer the entire province. Okay, rank 11 for you. I'm going to give you hard to hit. Now you're at 70 melee defense. He's not going to die in combat anytime soon. I don't want a new agent. Not today, not yet. And I want you to go scout things out for me. In fact, come over here. Alright, that should do it. What about the Dragon Isles? Oh, yeah. I still need a lot more. Let's build up these watchtowers, or I'm going to be in trouble. We'll take whatever we can for gold production, too. I don't know where they're at right now, and I'm not going to bother trying to look for them. We're just going to go straight for their last location. Okay, we'll take it. Belongs to me. Time to loot and occupy one more time. Now we have one more province, and I've gained a potion of toughness, too. Oh, that'll be fantastic. Okay, now that you belong to me, what do I want to get rid of? I would like to be able to recruit here, so I'll take my demand highborn hostages. It somehow works on Lizardmen too. I won't really talk about it if you won't. Okay, Avatar of Terror. We'll take that. Or actually, we'll take Supernatural Tissue. Wounds of the body can be unmade, for they are immaterial and insignificant. We'll also get a much higher replenishment too. Okay, at rank 10, we'll give to you Earthing. I do not want you to miscast. And I don't know where they're at, but I'm going to move away. They could be wandering. I mean, again, they did conquer a location up north, the Doomglade. So after I take out the Doomglade, I'll need to consider where I want to conquer. It could be difficult to find a pliable new location. I might have to go up north. And again, we're going to have another rebellion down here, so I'm going to wait for that too. What's over here? No, I do not want a new hero. Not for quite some time. The Dragon Isles are doing okay, but every location for now needs their own watchtower. We need walls everywhere. Here's a slave gate. Because again, they could easily go over there and take over everything I have. I don't want that. Not even a little bit. Now, we did conquer the Cursed Jungle, though there is a rebellion back over here in the Temple of Skulls that we'll take care of when we're back. That's a fairly large army. That could be a very interesting battle. I want to thank all of you